Yeah.
A lot of cheap stuff out there, guys. Just use common sense, right? If somebody's gonna keep your car for 3 days and tell you it's gonna cost you 400 bucks, probably doesn't sound right, right? BW's left. I'll have to mix.
What's going on, guys? Kirk here for Motogear TV. Thank you guys for tuning in once again. And guys, today we have a very special episode because we're back in the lab doing a full detail on the M2 with a familiar face, Mr. Nick Shaw from Swanky's Automotive Detailing. New place, new setup. Stay tuned. Let's get started. Alright, so we're back again, Mr. Shaw.
How are
Welcome
you?
back. Been almost about a year.
Yeah.
This is actually a new place for you.
Yeah, we've never been here.
Yeah, we've never been here. So I want to at least explain to the viewers, what you've been up to over the last few months and where are we exactly?
So we are in a shop. We're in a 2,000 square foot facility, as I like to call it. You guys have been awesome supporting, coming by, and I basically ran out of space. It came down to it one day. I think we had a Lamborghini Huracan inside my garage at home, and then we had a C8 ready to go next.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, how do we do this? This one's done, the other one, and I just ran out of space. So talk about literally growing out of a home garage to where I hit full capacity, to where there was a need for a shop, and there was a need for a shop immediately.
Yeah, and this is a really nice level up, man. This is gonna be basically the new HQ home.
Correct.
Of Swanky's Automotive Detailing. For those viewers who aren't really familiar with your services, can you just give a quick rundown of what do you guys offer?
So now we're full house here. So behind me we have a brand new TRD Tundra. It has 21 miles. It was brought straight from the dealer, straight here. This got a bit of PPF. We did a full frontal on there. It got window tint and it got ceramic coating on it.
Nice.
So now that's what I wanted, because when we buy a new car, we tend to want everything.
Yeah.
We either want PPF, we want ceramic, or we want tint. And dealerships are now starting to push this on people. And as we know, dealership level of quality is not great. Guys, I can actually show you a little bit here. So to save the customer some money, because PPF is very expensive, the dealer did a little bit of their own PPF, and they did this little triangle there, and you can see they completely omitted this edge. Completely. They did PPF here, and I can send you the picture. The circle for this was all the way over here, and they left this edge completely unprotected. That is the level of service that we get from a dealer. So what we did was we redid this, we added the headlights, we left the hood, and we left those just to save the customer some money.
Nice.
As we know, PPF is very pricey.
Yeah.
It's there. If he wants to change his mind or rip it off, that's up to him. But ultimately, it's the customer's vehicle, and we do what the customer wants.
Yeah.
We also did tint, and we did G-Technics Crystal Serum Ultra, which is now a 9-year guarantee coating.
That's really sick, and it's really nice that PPF is becoming more used to nowadays.
It is, and it's become so clear. Like, if I didn't tell you, do you know it's there? You don't.
Because in the past, you used to be able to see the
You see
outlines,
it.
or people just used to do half of the bonnet.
You see it turns yellow, it builds up dirt, but the way we do it is we try to do it seamlessly, so all our edges are wrapped where possible.
Yeah, and I even saw they're doing the colored ones now that look like wraps.
Self-healing, it's nuts. We did some gloss black PPF the other day on a Supra, and honestly, you're looking at this gloss black PPF, and you can't get paint that clear.
Oh, that's crazy.
Self-healing, you can't mar it, you can't hurt it, it's insane.
Now, is it transparent? That's what I wanted to know. Or is it just
There is transparent ones, so there's clear patterns that you can put over your current paint, and then you can put a pattern or add a color shift, but the colored PPFs are solid. So they have Miami blue, they have a purple, they have black, they have British Racing green, and they're all self-healing, which is nuts.
Does that work similar to how a wrap works as far as putting it on, or is it?
It goes on like PPF. So unlike wrap, you're not pulling, heat gunning, stretching. You're steam, water, your slip solution, tack solution, full outlines, PPF style.
So if I wanted to do a full PPF color on my car, that's possible?
It is.
Nice.
And it's been done more and more and more, and people are doing a lot of funky stuff.
Yeah.
We did some black camo on a TRD Pro Tundra.
I think I saw that.
We can
one.
attach that picture in there so these guys can see really cool stuff.
Nice.
And the way the PPF looks, it's unlike any vinyl wrap. the clarity, just the way it transpires. It's nice.
I don't think I'll probably wrap the M2, but I'll probably save it for the next car,
Yeah.
which we'll talk about off camera. But today, I mean, you want to kind of just give them like just a quick rundown of what we're going to be doing?
Okay, so it's been over a year. You have self-maintained your car. You haven't brought it back to me since, which is perfectly fine. Most people self-maintain their cars, and we give you a list of products that we recommend. Of course, you have your own products, your own sponsorships.
Yeah.
So basically, today is going to be a test of how have you been taking care of your car.
Well, let's see. I think I've done decent.
We're gonna give it a run and see.
Okay.
And basically the goal today is to cleanse the coating. Think of like cleansing the pores of the coating, bringing it back to life, and then boosting it.
Okay.
So this is something we would do annually or biannually, especially on the certified coatings. So Geon has their infinite line of coatings, and that's how those work. You bring them back yearly or biannually, and we continue to health check them and boost them.
Okay.
And that's how you get an infinite coating.
Okay.
The same thing with G-Technic. It comes back, we do an inspection. If it needs something, we boost it. And remember, I explained in one of my previous videos, that's the biggest thing between a consumer and a professional grade coating.
Yeah.
It's the warranty and your commitment to the vehicle and the customer.
Oh, that's nice. Well, I'm really looking forward to seeing, how this is going to turn out. We already know that you have top class work, so just going to sit back, capture some visuals, and show you guys what the whole process is like.
Basically, this is how we would start an annual service if something's unknown and we want to essentially unclog the coating. So we're actually starting with an acidic shampoo called D-Scale, and it's there to break down any minerals or contamination in the coating and free it up. After we do this, we're going to hit it with iron remover, much like we're doing an initial decon.
Yeah.
And then we can auto scrub the areas that feel rough. We don't want to necessarily auto scrub the entire car because we could then introduce marring by essentially claying over your coated car.
Gotcha.
So that's one of the things that you kind of have to sacrifice. So over time, when a coating builds up contamination, you'll feel it, but it's still there, it's still protecting the car. You can check it by checking your hydrophobics and all those things, but if you want that smooth feel, you're gonna have to introduce some type of a decontamination process, which in turn could add a little bit of marring because we're rubbing a clay bar or an auto scrub pad on the paint.
If you're not going to do the whole car, you're just going to look at basically what areas need to be adjusted.
Yeah, so like we know we have that feel back here where we can feel it's a little bit gritty.
Yeah.
So we'll do our best to add as much lubrication as we can when we hit this area because it is really gritty back here.
Right.
And that'll help unclog the pores and get it back to hydrophobicness over there as well. Okay. But the entire car is getting washed in the solution and the entire car will get iron removal. But we saw when we were rinsing it, it's
still holds up
super hydrophobic.
Okay.
Super.
Well, hey, we got the best detailer to apply it, so
yeah, it's all in that prep.
Yeah, let's see how this turns out, guys. But so far, so good.
Decontamination products. So now we're going to spray the car down with this and let it do its thing. I highly doubt you have much iron buildup everywhere else except for the back, but we're going to do it anyways.
Yeah, let's see.
I'm just going to spritz it on. It's contaminated.
So this one changes color as well?
It will if it reacts with any iron.
Okay.
Did I hit the roof?
Yeah, so tell us a little bit about what's going on right here.
So after we've decontaminated the car, basically unclogged the coating, now we want to boost it with something.
Okay.
There's a million things you can boost the coating with. G-Technic has their C2V3, Gion has their wet coat, and Kosh Chemi has their protector wax, which is, they're all essentially wet coats.
Okay, nice.
So once it's unclogged, we're spraying it on here, and we're just gonna let it sit and simply rinse it off.
Smells pretty good too.
Yeah, it does. It smells real great.
Nice.
This has now become one of my favorites for just simple protection.
Yeah.
And you don't need a ceramic coating for this, guys. You can wash your car at home, clay bar your car, and spray this stuff on, and it's awesome.
Now, do you rinse it off right after, or?
Just a little bit. We're inside, so remember that. We're not outside in the sun. This is a no-no if you're outside in the sun. If you're outside in general, I would probably do panel by panel and spray it off. But since we're inside in a controlled environment, we can let it sit for a bit.
Okay, nice.
If your glass had nothing on it, you're literally going to see the effects of it on your glass.
Okay.
Check out the glass. The glass was, we had no idea what was in the glass.
Alright, so we just took it outside, and guys, let me tell you, this thing is gleaming. Now I know it was already ceramic coated previously, but just seeing it again and having the black sapphire metallic fully stand out and pop, love this car every single time I see it. Alright, so that was a quick detail, everything's wrapped up, and I have to say the car is looking fantastic. Once again, big up Mr. Shaw, Swanky's Automotive Detailing. Guys, if you haven't checked them out as yet, be sure to check them out. And for those of you who are in the Florida area, how can they find you?
We're on Google, Instagram, Facebook, Swanky's Automotive Detailing.
Nice.
We're here, 1725 South Nova Road in South Daytona. We get cars from all over Florida.
Yeah, so if you guys are in the Central Florida area, Orlando, even Tampa, be sure to come and check them out. They do a lot of good work. I've known Nick for a lot of years, and every time I come here, it's always the best service. So be sure to make sure to check them out. Before we head out, any last words? Anything you want to say?
No, you did a great job maintaining the car. I mean, honestly, it didn't even really need much.
Yeah.
We just did it as a precaution and boosted it just to do it. Looks great.
And Black Sapphire is popping once again.
It was popping before still. And that's the thing, it's all about how you get it done and where you get it done.
Yeah.
A lot of cheap stuff out there, guys. I mean, use common sense, right? If somebody's gonna keep your car for 3 days and tell you it's gonna cost you $400, it probably doesn't sound right?
As we dive in more into detailing, Swanky's will always be my go-to preferred detailer of choice in this area. So again, make sure you guys check them out. They do fantastic, superior work. I mean, guys, look at the M2. It's glossy. It's fantastic. Love it. Gonna wrap this one up, guys. As usual, make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. Leave some comments down below if you guys want to see some more content from us, from Swankies. Let us know. But that's gonna do it for now, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. See you on the next one, and until then, we're gone.